welcome to a beautiful day. Didn't start out that way, but last night I talked to my mother and I said, Mom, we need good weather by 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And as we all know, moms have special connections, and so does my mom. So we got a beautiful day for our official ground opening here. On behalf of the Fullerton Public Library, I do want to welcome you to our official groundbreaking for our expansion renovation of the Fullerton Public Main Library. We're very glad that you've joined us here today. This, of course, is a very important event for the life of this community, and we're looking forward to having our construction done and being moved back into a beautiful new library. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our director, Maureen Gevelin.
Thank you, Tim. I too would like to welcome you all to our groundbreaking and library expansion renovation project. Since the weather is cooperating, I'll launch directly into our program. Davis Barber told me a few minutes ago I was talking too fast, so I'm trying to slow down. We all realize that a project like this relies on the support of many people, and first and foremost, I'd like to acknowledge and thank the Fullerton City Council. They have been 100% in support of this project every step along the way, and we have to thank them for this day and for such a lovely day. I'd like to introduce them individually, then invite Mayor Bankhead up to say a few words. So today it looks like we have Mayor Don Bankhead and Councilmember Dick Jones. And Mayor, would you like to say a few words?
Well, thank you, and it will be just a few words, but I want to thank the Friends of the Library. I think that without that organization, we would not have near the enjoyment out of our library that we have. So thank all of you very much for all your hard work, dedication.
Next, I'd like to introduce the Library Board of Trustees, who also have been involved in this project from the very beginning and are very enthusiastic in their support of everything the library does. I have to admit they're some of my favorite people in the world, and I'm not just saying that. We have today with us the President, Ginger Britt, if you'll stand up, Glenn Georgia, Martin Hefley, Duncan Johnson, and Vince Buck. And they contribute so much to our overall program that I'm really grateful to have them. And Ginger, you'll be saying a few words.
It's an exciting time for those of us who have been Fullerton Library trustees, who have been working to address the local library needs identified in the last needs assessment that was initiated nearly 10 years ago. The Fullerton Library began as a community project when a local shopkeeper dedicated a couple of shelves to a library, and has enjoyed the support of the local community and the local government for more than 100 years. The skill and vision of the staff that has graced this library through the years and the dedication by the city to its success has ensured that our library became and has remained a first-class institution. The wind is blowing my heart. Those of us who now serve as trustees are gratified to realize the goals of this expansion and renovation that will enable our library to meet the needs of the 21st century. So on behalf of the trustees, I want to thank Maureen and her staff for the many hours of planning and preparation that has gone into this day. I want to thank the support groups, the foundation, and the friends for the energy and the time and the devotion that they give to filling in the gaps. And I want to thank the members of the City Council for making this project a reality. Thank you.
As Ginger mentioned, the Fullerton Public Library is lucky to have two support groups, not one. The Fullerton Public Library Foundation and the Friends of the Fullerton Public Library both work tirelessly to raise money to contribute to the library, both for our daily needs as well as for larger campaigns. The foundation has a rather large board of directors, so I am going to ask all the foundation members in the audience to stand and wave, as I introduce their president, Carolyn T. Johnson, who will also say a few words. So if you're on the foundation, stand up or wave.
On behalf of the Fullerton Public Library Foundation, I too would like to thank the City Council for making this happen. Because of their actions, we're all here today, and we're all very happy to be here today. I would also like to publicly thank Maureen Gevelin, our director, for her tireless dedication and leadership in this extensive time of planning. She is remarkable. The city planners helped tremendously, and community input was not only solicited but listened to. And we'll see a few things that go up in the library that came from community members. The foundation enthusiastically supports this project, and we're now working toward the challenge of raising funds for the expansion also. The planning is complete, the construction is going to begin, and we're going to have a 21st century library for Fullerton. And that's going to happen because we're going to be adding community meeting rooms, a cafe, a friends bookstore, a young adult section, and we're going to be expanding our technology. So in addition to being a repository for books, our library is going to be a place where our community can meet and share ideas. So let's get the construction started.
So please stand or wave if you're here as a member of the Friends of the Library. Yay! They are led by their co-presidents, Joe Manley and Doris Van Atta. I cannot tell you how many hours the Friends of the Library put in, but they put the Energizer Bunny to shame. And some of you ladies are even dressed in pink like the Energizer Bunny. I think that they would want me to tell you that they have temporarily moved out of the basement and they have leased a storefront right across Short Street from the library, the old trophy or flower store. I believe they're going to be opening a small bookstore in the near future, and they would love it if you'd come visit them and spend your money there once that happens. I'd like to also introduce a few of the key players that work for the City of Fullerton. Their talent and expertise are second to none. I'm going to start with, I don't have my glasses on, Don Hoppy, our Director of Engineering, Rob Zerschmied, our Redevelopment Director, Elena Boronell, our Senior Civil Engineer, who is my main city contact on this project, and Christine Palafel, Redevelopment Project Manager. I know there are many more city staff here that we owe staff to, our maintenance department, our IT division, and everybody that has helped us so far. But I'd also like to thank library staff for being helpful, flexible, and resilient. I'd like to thank them for what they have done so far, and double thank them for what we're about to ask them to do. In closing, I'd just like to say that this is a very exciting time to live and work in Fullerton. The community, we have heard repeatedly here today, really recognizes the contribution that a strong public library makes to the place they live and work. The community really appreciates this library, the Fullerton Public Library, and we are so grateful for that support. I'm thrilled to be a part of this project, and I'm lucky to work with such creative and energetic team. Now, if you have any questions when we finish up here, please feel free to ask one of us. If you'd like a library tour, if you'd like to look at the plan book that's that thick, we'd be happy to talk to you about it. I look forward to seeing you all next June when we anticipate this project will be finished right in time for our summer reading program and ready for school to start. So thank you all for coming.